Purchase your beats at Saturn.com.
Namaste! Namaste, Divine Feminine. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or messages. Come in! Come on! I've got intel. Recon is afoot. The planetary energies are as we kick our way into this what? Recon. What's going on? A clown show, big cat. I told you. The full moon and lunar eclipse in Taurus, no less, marks endings and major energetic releases. Endings can also mark a beginning depending on how you look at it, Divine Feminine. Sudden changes occur that shape and shake up your lives. The rock and roll energy of this cosmic phenomena brings transformation and growth. Karmic Saturn, revolutionary Uranus, elusive Neptune, and evocative Pluto are all galvanizing the moon. They're picking on the moon. And I told you, big cat, the moon is skullduggerous. Yes, it is. The moon has decided to also be in alignment with the North Node of Destiny, darling dears. Let the past go and start afresh. As we say in Jamaica, one not dead, no dash where. The caution is that an unexpected event will occur. Brace yourself, Divine Feminine. Brace yourself for what? The clown show. Let the games begin as we call in the energies of wisdom, guidance and protection from Father God, Mother Isis, ancestors, angels, way showers and spiritual guides. From Keitha to Malkuth. Namaste. Energies, up, big cat. I insist. We've got a thing or two to discuss about a thing or two as we drop down and get our ego on. Don't get smoked or smoke yourself. Yes, Divine Feminine, my hands are practically shaking with what's going on, darling dears. They tried to trick you. They thought they could what? Pee on your life and turn around and do a what? A prick, a quick. I said prick. Listen. Freudian slip meant to come out, eh? As I was saying, they thought they could pee on your life and turn around and do a poo-poo on your life too. Well, guess what? They marked the wrong one because you was built for this shiznai. Built, yes, baby. Chosen by your lineage. Why do you think everything was difficult until you what? Woke up and turned on your third eye? Baby, let's go. One, two, three. Right. When you cast runes, you read them from right to left. Let me just load. Oh! So it's a masculine energy, eh? Hey! Right in the middle of what? Gebo, darling dear. Gebo is represented by the lovers in tarot, darling dears. And guess what, Divine Feminine? Fortunately for you, it's in the upright, represented by the letter G, the numbers 24, 25, 26, and 27. When I say the letter, it's the first, middle, or last name. It could also be what? A nickname for someone who is skullduggerous to the core, darling dears. It speaks about what? Making right choices, Divine Feminine. Partnerships, contracts that are going in your favor. Why? Because you chose you. We also have Ingus, represented Oh, did I tell you it's the Gemini energy? Yes, baby. And Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is about having a rational mind, darling dear, and able to what? Communicate, said she's naive. As we go through this what? Full lunar eclipse in Taurus, darling dear. Memories are going to be resurfacing, but you must what? Calm that inner beast, darling dear. The memories, they are there for you to what? Deal with it, darling dear. Face it. We as a big cat, we feel everything can rise. Don't run away from those memories. You've got to what? Scupper them and put them back on the rocks of life, darling dear. Getting and gaining a true perspective on whom you are and what you command. Ingus, represented by the letters N and G, as well as what? The Emperor in Tarot. Yes, baby. Mars and Aries energy. What's Mars going in with? Aggression, darling dear. And it also speaks about a masculine energy whose sex drive, took them to all sorts of dark and what? Heinous places, darling dears. And regret may be their middle name. But they'll never tell you that, darling dear. They will what? Bandy your name around in them streets as they try to lie and say they found better than you. Better than a divine child? I think not, Scotty. I think not. Had to put my back into it, big cat. As I was saying, before I interrupted myself, gebo is represented by N and G and the number 13. He also speaks about what? Family, yes, gaining authority in your life, darling dear. And it also speaks about relief. Relief has arrived. My dear big cat, my right hand is itching me. You all know I'm Reiki Master. When the right hand is itching you, Skrilla.com in many forms is afoot. Take the energy, darling dears. Take it and tell no one nothing. K. We also have Lagaz, darling dears. Lagaz, represented by the hangman in tarot. Yes, baby. A whole lot is gaining a new perspective on you. They tried to cast aspersion on your name, said you was this and that, but yet the eyes are not being deceived by the actions that are being perpetrated as you can continue to get your gangster on. Step into your prototypedness and realize certain things when you get to a certain age. You have to put away childish things, darling dears. And our parents always told us, we give our used toys to the less fortunate, the less ones that are what? Stuck in a situation on the rocks of life. I told you, they're thinking of taking themselves out. They're confused in their cranium. They're trying every trick in the book for someone who's focused on you, divine feminine. They may have options, but none of them are you. Remember I told you that. But they'll never tell you, no. Lagaz speaks about the unknown, darling dear, where we languish on a daily basis. Why? The unknown is where you get your gangster on, divine feminine. Nothing like what? The back end of things, darling dear. And straight up, they're getting it without the Vaseline, the dummy bats, the feeble-minded, those that like to tongue wrestle, and in some cases tussle, giving out 2 pieces and not from the KFC. Oh well. The hangman also speaks about somebody's feeling uncertain in this transition in their life. When you left them and told them to get out, basura, fetch the black bags, go with the maid, all of this and that. Yes, baby, the waist man and the what? Waist gal. Are coming to all sorts of hockey sticks at dawn, stuck in paradigms that they can't get out of, not even if they had what? A gun to their cranium, darling dear. This and that. It's gone hot in here. Let me switch on my fan. Brace yourself, divine feminine. Brace yourself. But leading with the witch's oracle wisdom, base of the deck. Set your intention for what? Whatever you want. Because the universe is saying to you, divine feminine, whatever you want. Whatever you want. Yeah. What they intended for you, darling dear. You said, how now, brown cow? They didn't realize that you was a big cat, dexterous, and built for it, darling dear. They thought you were shuffling, right? You weren't shuffling, you was thinking. And when you finished thinking, you said, amen. Yes, baby. As we drop down and get our eagle on. The buffoonery has arrived, darling dear, but not at your house. No. Again, we shuffle. What does your ancestors want you to know? Apart from the fact that you are divine feminine, I'm taking this. No one can check me, boo. You are what? You are the wind beneath your own wings. You've galvanized yourself. You became a lotus, darling dear. What's a lotus? It will blossom in the dirtiest of waters. As they continue to pack it on you, darling dear, use that for incentive. To what? Get great, darling dear. You fell down 7 times and got up 8. And you don't look like what you've been through, darling dears. Doing the Benjamin or the Benjamina buttons. They better suck it up with that straw as someone, possibly the maid, puts on that cape, right? So they can be Captain Mad. Fist bump. What else does the ancestors want you to know? As we dive in to this clown show. I'm a poet and didn't know it, big cat. Pinky's up. Earth energy, grounding yourself, darling dear. Baby, if you don't know how to ground yourself or you haven't got the time to get out there and ground yourself, go on that online Aladdin's Cave and buy yourself a grounding sheet, darling dear. It will cure so many illnesses, sleepless nights, and sort out your cranium in the right way. Get yourself a grounding sheet. It also speaks about what? Behold your field, darling dear. Barren. Yes, at this moment in time, but fertile with infinite possibilities, darling dears, as you listen to your higher mind. All of these birds represent your higher mind, darling dear, flying high, but looking low. I only intended 2 to come out, but we've got a throuple. Who am I to argue with the cards? They gonna have to put some respect on your name. Come through, Birdman. Posh clap. Brace yourself, divine feminine. The same candle they burned for you, darling dear, is the one that's about to out. Them, in the circumstances and situations they find themselves in. Yeah, they got to put the RESPECT on your name. But remember, it will be in silencio as they use the what? Communicative dance at the back, where they belong. These hood-looking alfalfas, what's the matter with them? I don't know, and I haven't got the time nor the energy to find out. I leave them to whatever they've got going on, and it don't look good. Masculine energy who's stuck, darling dear, with the what? The partnerships and choices they made. This and that, big cat. This and that. Let's get a deck and see first off what's going on. We're going to lead with my FP555 Oracle Intel deck. Thank you. Call your ancestors. Listen, certain fights is not for you. It's below your spiritual pay grade. I told you. The same way I'm speaking to you is the way you speak to them. There doesn't have to be pomp and circumstance. No. But then again, everybody does what they feel they need to do. Who am I? Told you. I'm a pointer, not a picker. Because you recreated yourself, darling dear. Law number 25 of the 48 laws of power. You are not. Divine feminine, I've told you this many times. Whoever is thrown out of your life, or what? Leaves your life, or you leave them. Never you ever let them find you at the same address. You buffed up in everything, darling dear. We've got the Jupiter energy, darling dears. Jupiter is the 6th planet. Again, we've got the number 6. We already had it out with Gebo, the Gemini energy, darling dears. Lean in, big cat. Lean in. This speaks about what? You having this expansive principle and good fortune is blessing you. It also speaks about what? Your spirituality. You've taken a more philosophical route, darling dear, as you continue to travel the astral plane as well as the plane on Malkuth. Material abundance versus what? Waste and extravagance. Oh well, they're finding it out now. This waste boy or waste girl. The dustbin chronicles are afoot. What else does Jupiter want us to know, darling dears? It wants us to know that what? Your optimism is key. Jupiter also rules what? The thighs, the liver, the hips, and the pituitary gland. And the what? Cell nutrition, darling dear. Again, it's a reminder for you to what? Healthier choices in your eating and where you share your energies, darling dears. If you feel unrespected in a situation, Matthew 10:14, you dust off your sandals and head out. Tinky Winky Styly. I've told you many times, Divine Feminine, we do the slow, quick, slow, as we listen to our discernment. Base of the deck, your ancestors ain't playing with them, darling dear, and it's on a 44. 44 speaks about what? Integration as your foundation, darling dear. Integrating what? The spiritual with the physical. It also speaks about what? You are now manifesting in a leadership role, darling dear. You are leading the pack. The same ones that said, get out, get out. Yes, baby. They thought, they thunk that you was over. When I told you, you was just what? Praying. And you got up and said, amen. Outrageous, I know, darling dears. Let's see what's going on. Base of your deck. Judgment has found many a dress, darling dear, as you continue to have your steps divinely ordered. Judgment is represented by fire, water, and Pluto energy. You have become the liberator in your life as you continue to evolve. Your change of status is afoot. Now my left hand is itching me. Baby, if you've got a debt to pay, find a payment plan. I told you, don't create that negative karma for you. It always comes off at the back end. I'm not even going to share that energy. Let's see what's going on. Right, we've got the eight of swords. We've got the star card in the reverse, darling dear. We have the justice doing what? A full forward roll. Possibly breakdancing in their life. Yes, baby. What's this? The 5 of swords. They said what? They said this and that as you washed your face like David. And what? Now they want to come back with that cup of what? Bull swanky, darling dear. Cognitive dissonance, right? And lies. A page. Pwah! I told you about these pages. They're uppity. 8 of swords, mentally trapped about you, darling dear. Unable to get out of a situation. This is somebody who thought, they thunk, they was delivering justice onto you. When they tried to what? Put that pain in your heart chakra for air. Darling dear, they didn't want you to heal from a situation. But guess what? As you are a divine child, and as you continue to what? Buff up your third eye to a vision shine, darling dear. Working in the name of the Most High. God is blessing you in their face. And they're going through situations and circumstances that they can't heal from. This is the picking up of soul tie after soul tie. And injustices? Where's it gonna go? Except from the sender, darling dear. Libra energy on its face. This is an unbalanced situation, darling dear. If they lied to you, darling dear, they're being lied on. If they abused your pocketbook, your handbag, and your wallet, because you know they like to come around and lay down in your purse, right? Like a mummy. They're getting the injustices, darling dears. And what? They're still lying in Spain. They think they've got all of the swords, but that same sword is going to cut off their own head. As they come through with that bull swanky apology. Apology for who? And it also speaks about a pregnancy, darling dear. A pregnancy that they're lying about in a situation where there is many an injustice. If they're cheating, they're being cheated on. They need to put a what? One of them GPS trackers on their genitalia, darling dear. On their genitalias. Clarify this 8 of swords. Trapped in their cranium. Yes! Repeating negative cycles. Full energy. As well as what? Represented by Mercury and Uranus energy on its face. Breakdancing in this beach, darling dear. Hey! This speaks about what? The rinse and repeat of those negative cycles. And my left hand is itching me. Listen, I think it's them going for a season of what? Returning their what? Their finances, darling dear. Their pocketbook, their handbag, their wallet and their purse is being set upon by sieges, beleaguered by what? The less than that they was attracted to, darling dears. Two of Cups. They're caught up in their cranium, eh? I keep wanting to touch this deck. There must be something for here. Guidance, darling dears. Guidance. Right. What about this unhealed situation that's got nothing to do with the divine feminine? I told you, the liar is been lied to. And if they're in a circumstantial situation, guess what? Their partner has done the Watusi, darling dear. They're realizing that what first attracts this ne'er-do-well, this person that likes to rinse and repeat negative cycles, like the shiny toy. Well, guess what? That shiny toy has turned into what? That's right, divine feminine. Fresh shit shining in the sunlight, guys. Yeah, that's what it's turned into. They're being lied on. And this also speaks about spell work. Somebody's trying to tie someone in a situation. Why? It's the best they ever had. But they don't realize they never had it. Why? This person was still thinking about you, divine feminine. Obsessively thinking about you, trapped in their cranium. Wishing this and wishing that. When you were sent to bring balance to their life, you were sent to hold their hand as you both cross that what? That line into the unknown, building what? Empires. Oh well. Major arcana trumping major arcana, followed by more major arcana. What they doing in the dark, darling dear, is about to be revealed. No healing in that situation. There's a lot of arguments, a lot of fighting. And we already saw the mental break, darling dears. Somebody's having what? Jackie Chan kicking in their cranium. Feeling isolated, or you isolated yourself. This also represents your ancestors, darling dears, as they did the mission impossible and pulled you out of a situation. 3 major arcana. When divine has what? A hand in your life, divine feminine. Don't be sad. If you're crying, rub them beaches in, darling dear. Right? Best skin tightener this side of the hemisphere. And if you're crying over them, I told you what to do. Go to the mirror and slap the shiznai out of yourself until blood and spittle flies. Blood, bra, or cistrine. Now they see that your shapely back is turned for air. Law 16 of the 48 laws of power. This is the same disingenuous apology they would love to come and offer you, darling dears. Offer you, this goes to 5 of Cups. Somebody who's sad, sorry, and left behind with what? The rocks of life. And someone who is what? Spellcasteration on them, darling dear. Your back is turned. What about this injustice? This could be the breaking of marriage, darling dear. You was a mark. Yes, baby, because you had a progressive life. They saw what you had brought to your table for yourself, darling dear. And they came in with what? A plan for you. Really? They didn't think you'd leave. Really? They thought they had you in the back, that you was going to be there for air, being what? The doormat, as they wiped their feet on your everything. Eh? Major arcana, darling dears. What's this? I told you. They've got the emotional control right over what? 2-year-old. You know what the terrible twos feels like. And they're going through the rinse and repeat. Tower moment after tower moment. The karma is saturating themselves, darling dear. They caused it. It's their business. It's got nothing to do with you, divine feminine. You was too busy getting great. You had to rebuild from the inside out, as purported to you by the hermit. This also speaks about your standing out for being different. You're the cat that got away. They will remember you for air, and they will take it out on whomsoever's around them. The arguing, the criticism. Remember the eggshells, darling dears? Well, guess what? Their partner is practically a spell casting humpback whale, darling dear. Oh well. Clarify all of this badness. Listen! What did I say? It's a masculine energy that you are tasked to be what? Vigilant against, darling dear. Because they will be coming back with the bullshit apology, darling dears. Why? Because they're sad. And they're in regret, darling dear. But I tell you all of the time, my big cat, my bestie, pinkies up. Regret is not remorse. Regret is the difference between Judas and Peter. Keep your back turned. Mind your business. Mind your business as you sip your mocha and you ain't getting smoked. They can't rope you in again. If you have progeny with this reverse emperor who should have been an authority in your life, darling dear, should have been what? A helpmate, a co-mate, darling dear. This person is deliberately what? Hurting your progeny to try and hurt you, divine feminine. Remember I told you that. This person is what? Chucking up everything in their path, right? In order to avoid their responsibilities. Well, guess what? The back end is here. The back end is here. Dumb as a crumb, darling dear. Dumb as a crumb. What about this reverse emperor? Going through the challenges, darling dear. Wanting to drop the burdens. Why? They talked themselves into it. They thought they was winning. Did I say thought? I meant to say thunk. Look. I can't make it up. They manifested all of this wickedness, right? And they're on a knife's edge. So if they're on a knife's edge, it talks about tense, right? And tight situations, darling dears. As they look and gaze upon your field. They said it was barren, but it's fertile, darling dear. Joy always comes in the morning, and spring will soon be upon us, darling dear, as they are sprung and tied to a situation that they can't get away from. The master manipulator on the manipulate tricks. Yeah. That's their business. Nothing to do with you. Karma is being delivered to whomsoever it needs to be delivered. They was laughing. Now they're crying. The Three of Cups in the reverse speaks about the use of what? The alcohols or something to what? Bend their mind, darling dear. In order to get some rest. That same rest that they get woken up by the 3 a.m. by your ancestral team going, wake up. Wake up. We've got so much more to show you. Now they recognize your loyalty. Now they understand true unconditional love doesn't come to a penny. All of what they did, darling dear, just created the lotus in you. You are now a lotus cat. I had to put my back into it to make sure they understand. Look! Manifestation mode. And things are coming through with a quickness. Remember, when we've got all of these planets bandying around in the Scorpio energy, darling dear, it's the water energy. So be careful to what? Direct your thoughts. Because where your focus grows at this moment in time, it will manifest, darling dear, with a quickness. With a quickness. Posh clap. Yes, baby. This is the situation they left you in. Mental breaks, darling dear. If they want, you got progeny for them, they expected your progeny to what? Survival for saliva. They didn't think that your progeny liked things like electricity, gas, shoes that actually fit. No, no, no. They wanted you to suffer. Well, in their face, darling dear. As you what? Took over the world. As you focus, darling dear. They're remembering the loyalty that you brought to the table. You came with many heads. Yes, dearly. Baby, I said daily, meant to come out, Freudian slip on a daily basis. You was feeding into situations that was breaking you on down, darling dear, until you realized the best thing for you was to minus the big cat. From what? The T-Rex arms with the trick Pitaka ways. I told you, divine feminine, I don't like falling out with you, but I will fall out with you and hopefully we'll make up by the ending of this read. Bestie, pinkies up. Trippy talker with the T-Rex arms, darling dears. Yeah, what they wanted for you, it's in their face. And for some, you see it, darling dear. They ain't started crying yet. Wait until your true divinely guided partner enters your frame. A divinely guided, spiritually guided connection, a union for some, and a partner could not only means romantical, darling dear. This could be a benefactor, a provider. This could be a promotion, a boss, someone recognizing your greatness because you've done the due diligence. It also speaks about your what? Your businesses, darling dears, your studies. Everything is being spiritually guided. Pay attention to your intuition and your discernment. I told you, knowledge must always be your go-to move, divine feminine, right? Because knowledge is power. And power is power. And I'll have nothing else said. Get another deck. Basura. It's gonna have me in the Tourette's, darling dears. And there's no one to check me, boo. Let's get another deck. Base of the deck, darling dear. What did I say? Because you went within. You was closed for spiritual works, darling dears. Isolating yourself from situations that was extremely painful. Family members, friends, people that what promised to you. And if you was married to them, darling dear, you was always the mark. I know it's hard to hear. But it's because of what you brought to the table. You didn't realize how great you was. When you listen, my left hand is really going crazy. When you isolated yourself, darling dear, they started to lose on every level, darling dear. Tell us some more while we're here. Please excuse me, s'il vous plaît. Yes, we're getting French. Do I have to come through with the Latin? Divine Feminine, you are cum laude. You graduate with honors. Why? Because you chose to what? Go into your spirituality or your religion, whatever it is. That was your fortitude. That was your rod, right, of strength and guidance. As you became Gandalf the White when you said, this goes no further. They can't you, darling dear. And Sputnik is their middle name. Yeah, right. They've got a double barrel middle name. Regret Sputnik or Sputnik Regret. Yeah. As they continue to be around the codependent, that's bleeding them dry of everything. Didn't I say that their pockets are being set upon? Anything that they go into, if they're working like a field hand. If they're in a job, their boss don't like them, darling dear. Their co-workers think they're the butt of all jokes. Why? They carry on like they got things going on. But real eyes recognize real eyes, darling dear. The rinse and repeat of the DNS. I had to look over my shoulder because it now creep up on me again. My hairline is important. Repeat after me as you raise your left hand. Feminine energy. My hairline is important and my hairline comes first. Going through it, negative cycles, and all eyes are on you, darling dear, because they can see what you're creating. The wicked always see where you're going, darling dear. This is people that was chopping it up at your back, darling dear, divulging all of your innermost pains and turmoils when they didn't realize that you was about to shed that skin and become the real big cat prototype of your lineage. They've got to shut up as their whole mud hut is burning down. They're going for a mud flood, guys. A mud flood. Base of the deck. As you cut those ties, darling dears, you what? Created generational wealth and what? Cut those generational curses. They're watching you bend the matrix. You think you ain't doing well? You're doing 1,000 times better than this lot, this shoddy lot. Oh, where's my, let me just get my comments up so I can see who's here rocking with me. Yesterday it was awful. The clown show has begun, darling dear. Pennywise Sanadata. They barely got the wind to talk up them things. Let's see who's in the chat. Love regardless. Big Cat Wave. Audra died. Donnie Renee. Who's that? Prista? Hi, Prista. You nearly gave me a tongue twister. Angelic Alchemist Mother. Big Cat Wave. Who else is here? Donnie Renee. What, Guan Maji? You're good? Are you fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely? Still moving in silencio? Tell no one nothing. Right? Nothing. Right? Who's there? Melina Williams. Hi, Melina. New face in this place. Well, Guan. Fist bump. Who else is here? Before we press on, we've got Nicole Brown. Well, Guan, my Nikki. You're good? Nikki, be very tricky around these feeble-minded ones. Kathleen Day. Wagwan. Long time. You are the cats. The cats meow. We've got the Ivory Coast here. Oracle 7100. I see you all. Nicole, Miss Neffy. Pinky's up. We're carrying on, darling dear. We've got to press on. Anyone that I haven't got, London G. Wagwan me G. What What's going on? As we do the big cat roll call. Thank you very much for your continued support of me, darling dear. Your likes, your subscribes, your bookings, everything, darling dear. Thank you very, very much as you continue to support the Big Cat Chronicles. Anyway, let's carry on. Carry on. Right. Anyone else I didn't get to mention just now? A namaste to you, darling dears, because I can be such a chatty cat. And we've only got so much time in the day because we've got to get back to soaking it to them, guys. Soaking it to them. Somebody's feeling choked up. Oh, they've not seen nothing yet. What's this clarifying? Listen, I told you. No fresh start for them, darling dear. The same way the nasty things that they said to you is now being said about them, darling dear. They're doing that. Who's going to get the blade? Well, guess what? It doesn't matter who ends up on top. They're all getting it. Karma has found their address. This is what Venus, as well as what? The Mercury energy, darling dears. I said Mercury. I meant to say Aquarius. Why did I say Mercury? Let's dive deep into Mercury again. They didn't have a rational mind. No. Mercury also covers what? The transportation. If they've got a car, you see it's on its face. Either they can't afford it or it's a piece of shiznai. They're jealous of the Flintstones, guys. Jealous of the Flintstones because they ain't got no money to fix that shiznai or pay for it. Bill collectors at the door. Do we have time for petty, big cat? Where's Jez? Bell! Them have no pentacale. No pentacale, none. Not a bean. This is what I'm telling you. When you go amongst those that are trying to take everything and use the spell word to manipulate situations, where do you think all of that bad chaos magic is going to go? Especially when you've got your guard up, right? You've called in your ancestral team and you've what? Repented for things that you didn't realize that you created for yourself, darling dear, until you didn't. Yes, baby, then don't have it. No pentacale is a lot of things, blood. It's a destabilized home. It's a destabilized cranium. So they've got having all kinds of what? Psychic breaks. As their psychological password is being picked on by many. Many. Seen and unseen. The clown show has begun, guys. As we sip our mochas. Because we ain't getting smoked, blood. They should have put respect on your name. They should have respected the fact that you came through as the Queen of Cups. They should have respected the fact that you lent them your ovaries and gave them progeny. But did they respect it? Nah, babe. There was burning candles in the background at both ends. Tell me some more about this Five of Swords, this slick-talking motherfucker. What in the French toast is going on here? Come on, fall out. You already spinned over. Fall out. Listen. Louder healed, yeah? They're in the what? Palace of Wands. This is two skullduggerous characters. There's two Knight of Wands there. I told you, everybody's cheating on everybody. Listen. They need the what? Where's my shiznai? They need a blue light on their pantaloons, darling dears. A whole blue light. You barely got away from them, darling dear, but their words, they were still trying to hurt you with the words. Look! The confusion that they tried to bring on what you had going on. Divine gifted you with what? The Palace of Pentacles. Bebe, lean in, big cat. Lean in. This speaks about what? Safe and secure, darling dears. And it also speaks about all your earthly needs being met. You went through conflict, confusion, and I told you, they like the tongue wrestling, they love the drama.com. And when they get mad, when you come through with what? Solid proof that they're full of F shit. Yes, baby. What do? They try to give you a two-piece. They wanted you to have the panda bear for air in the eye chakras. You went through that conflict, confusion, and you realized when you looked deep into that mirror, the only thing that could change your paradigm, divine feminine, was you changing yourself. You can't change no one else. They're skullduggerous in the morning, well, guess what? They'll be skullduggerous at night. Page on its face, cups on its face. King of Cups on his face, King of Swords on his face, leading to more badness, darling dear. I told you. The pages, they're spying, darling dear, and they're being manipulative with their words. They want to say this and that, yet here you are, happy, going towards new opportunities, gifted to the Most High. I told you, when you are doing God's work, Father God, Mother Isis's work, darling dears, all your earthly needs are met. You don't worry about bills. No, listen, you don't worry about it. Every one of your needs are being met. Remember I told you that, Divine Feminine. Look at your paradigm. Look how you managed to escape, right? This hazing, when they try to what? Continue with the what? Giving you the reverse friar tuck blood, that pitchy patchy hairline. Had to put my ponytail into that. What was I saying? 7 of Cups. They didn't choose wisely, darling dears. No, they didn't. King of Cups on his face, master manipulator. King of Lies, darling dear. King of Swords, let me tell you something. They've met somebody who's a stone cold killer, right? Who's prepared to pay anything to keep them in that situation. What? At the bottom of the pit with they, them, and arm. Outrageous, I know, Divine Feminine. Clarify this, Brock Pocketus. Buddy, have you got a dime? Brace yourself, Divine Feminine, for the more intel. A mental, listen. I had to rub my own eye chakras. I can't believe me peepers. But I believe my eyes. I don't believe people's words, darling dears. I believe my eyes, my intuition. You feel it in your tummy when your solar plexus starts spinning, darling dear. What's this? What did I say? Making the wrong choices. I told you, whomsoever this person is, this emperor, we saw their reverse, darling dear. They've got many options, but none of them hold water. They have to pay. They have to pay. 8 of Pentacles on its face. That's a lack of success in every area of their life. Listen, I think I gave the warning to the wrong crowd, blood. You don't need to brace yourself, darling dear. You just need to get your mocha. Them need to brace themselves. It's not working. Okay, made the wrong choices. Nothing's really working for them, darling dear. Chucking all their toys out the plan, right? They've got all of the options, darling dear, but everybody's watching you. We saw the 8 of Swords. They can't get you off your off their cranium. Why? They expected you to be in sackcloth and ashes. When you decided that Fendi, Louis, and Prada doesn't go on sale, neither does the Divine Feminine. Fist bump. This and that, my dear big cat. As we what embrace. The full lunar eclipse. I told you. While we're going through the full lunar eclipse in Taurus, darling dear, can we zero in on what Taurus is? Taurus is ruled by Venus. Yes, we already know this. It's about your creativities, darling dears. It's about what? Your relatedness and the values that you have. Not everybody's got values, darling dear, but you have it in spades. It also speaks about your beauty. You're looking beautiful. And it's speaking about what? You gave them nurturing mother love. Their mother probably was what? A narc, darling dear. Let me tell you something. This is a true fact. The first male child of a female narc, right, is going to be the biggest narcissist going. So if their mother wasn't loving and you bucked up on their first male child, it may not be the first child with someone that they had children with before. I'm talking every set of children that they have. That first male child, woe betide the feminine that gets caught up with them and doesn't realize their greatness. I heard doors slamming, someone going, I heard a car screech off. What's going on, Divine Feminine? The right thing as you remove yourself and your energies from that wrong turn down that dark path into fucking knees, blood. Wrong partner. Listen, I tell you all of the time, my bestie, Divine sits high and looks low. Again, the Taurus energy. Let's walk through Taurus again. I don't think I quite got to it, darling dears, but we're going to get right into it, darling dears. As I was saying, Taurus rules the second house of values, darling dears. It also speaks about what? Divine is ensuring that you are stable and firm. Why? Keep God in your life. Continue to speak to Father God, Mother Isis. They see your heart, darling dears. Every one of your tears was counted. Know this. And those injustices that was put against you, darling dears, those principalities are no more, because that energy's got to go somewhere. And when you are a divine child, divine feminine, realizing whom you are, they're still making the wrong choices, black. They have no options. This is new options in the upright Six of Cups. These past people that come back. Their name is what? Beetlejuice and what? Candyman. What about all these people that's taking advantage of them as they're trying to conjure pentakele from the nosebleed section? They don't know how you do it. They're not meant to know. They're meant to watch in the nosebleed section as one of the many puts the cape on them so they can be Captain Big Mad as they get in the spell work of the Watusi. If I was them, this would be the time to develop a eating and drinking disorder, darling dears. Listen. Palace of Swords on its face, lacking in what? True intellect, darling dear. This is a dummy bat, and it's many of them personified. Whomsoever you tore yourself away from, darling dears. Family, friends, a romantical partner, those what? Back, front, neck, tabbing co-workers, whomsoever it are, they art. I sound like I'm being poetic. Yeah, I'm poetic. Tell them at the back. Pinkies up. Whomsoever it is, darling dear. This is what you see. A dummy bat personified. Dull-eyed ones, darling dear. Slow ones. Bound for what? A field trip. I told you. Yes, divine feminine. I see you all clutching your mugs of mocha and leaning in. I told you about the field trip, right? Yes, baby. On the spiritual short bus. That's going straight past the sign that says you can't F off past this point. They've got a big ticket and a front seat, darling dear. Now they're realizing whom they abused. They thought it was funny, until it wasn't. You was the right one for them, darling dear. You're saying, what case? Look what happened. You was the agents of karma for them. They didn't get it. You weren't the first person that they did wrong like this. Bringing those soul ties and delivering it to your good seat of emperors and empresses. Dissing your progeny. Listen. What about them as they watch you? Fell on the floor where they are, darling dear. On the floor. Oh, I'm not making it up. This is unhealed situations. And when you see it in reverse, right? You see the conscious mind? The conscious mind is running rampant, telling them this, telling them that. Their mind is against them, and your ancestors don't ramp. I told you, they come for them in the 3 a.m. going, wake up, wake up. We've got so much more to show you. What's that? Angelic alchemist mother? They fall like dominoes. Dominoes is a key word. Let's see what the dominoes are saying about this. Fell right on this card. What's this card saying? You bossed up on a bitch. Whoa! Love it. I don't hate it. What domino is this? The Emperor and the Empress, darling dear. The 4 and the 3 goes to a 7. What does the 7 say? Guess what? They're having to reflect on their behavior. They're making a full assessment, realizing that everything that's going wrong with them, they caused it. Because they're one that they should have respected. The what? The lotus that was blooming in their environment, right? Was really what? Fertile ground for anything. Infinite possibilities. What's the earth energy? It speaks about being dependable. It speaks about having values, darling dears. It speaks about the stability and the harmony that you put into your life. And it also speaks about the support you gave them. You were supportive. They should have put respect on your name. RESPECT. Find out what it means to me. RESPECT. Yes, baby. They must find out. As I was saying, Divine Feminine, lean in, darling dears. We need to get right up into this. This speaks about what? It speaks about what? An item of great value, and it also speaks about happy love. They didn't realize that you gave them happy love. They said, get out, as they snuck through the door to get up to all sorts with their homosexual nature. Yes, well, guess what? This same homosexual is definitely being left with only money to pay the bill, right? The mobile bill, because they are so foolish. They will call in more soul ties, not realizing everyone is seeing them as a mark. That's their business, blood. Avoid, avoid, avoid. Baby, I told you. Let's go even more into the 7. What does the 7 tell us? The 7 is represented by chariot energy. The warrior in you, the warrior within you, darling dear. Says what? How now, brown cow? This also speaks about what? You have to what? Move in a more direct manner. Because progress, right, success, and it's also about listening to your higher mind, your discernment, as well as your intuition, my big cat. Divine wants you to continue to what? Focus on your long-term goals. Continue to put your back into whatever it is that you want to what? Call in. And I already gave you the tip-off at the gate yesterday. The 3, 6, and 9. Remember, darling dears. Tesla gave us the key to the universe, but we didn't know what to do. And I slowly opened up your third eye so that you could understand that every time you leave here, I leave you with knowledge, darling dear. Use that intel. And if you don't want to tell me in the comments, hit me up in the Gmail. And if with your blessing, I will share it with the other cats. But otherwise, I ain't saying nothing. I don't tell no one nothing. Nothing. Even my progeny want to know where I'm going when they're in the car. They used to be like, Mommy, where are we going? How are we going to get there? One day I had to pull over the vehicle, my chariot, and I had to look them in their chakras. And I said, listen, kidnapped you on or not, safe you be, question me never. They don't ask me nothing anymore, but you can see it in their eyes. They want to ask me where we're going. Don't ask me nothing. Mama has the wheel, as do you, my dear divine feminine big cat prototype of your lineage. What's this? When you chose you, darling dear, it took a while for you to gain a new perspective. It took a while for you to understand that you hold the whip. Your name is Khaleesi or Khal. Mimba told you that. You hold the whip. Now they see. Everybody's getting a different perspective. They're trying to get a perspective on your finances. They tried to what? Put it out there that you was crazy and crack on crazy in your cranium. You wasn't. You wasn't. You wasn't crazy. You chose you. You chose you, darling dear. Thank God you did, darling dear, because I'm telling you, this is a melee. This is what? Psychological password taking stuff, guys. Look! Look at this. 2 Knight of Wands, darling. They're facing in on this palace, which is a destabilized foundation. And I told you, spell work is afoot. When you see that card fall on the star card, past person that can't come back, they are tied in a situation. Listen, they didn't need to tie them because they couldn't come back anyway. Because you're obstreperous. Where's my shiz naive? You've watched my Don't Get Smoked video. You know light kung fu, right? And self-defense, right? You understood that you are what? Proverbs 31:10. More precious than diamonds and gold. I just had to show you it, darling dears. Can't come back. What do you mean? They shouldn't have bothered with the spell work. He wasn't having it. They're allowed to take what you don't want. Our parents told us to give away the useless toys, especially the ones that harm you when you're playing with them. Base of the deck. Excuse me. The devil's strongest workers. codependent, controlling. They've got all of these addictions on them, darling dear. And did I not just finish talking about the spell work, the chaos magic? What else do we need to know? Crying into their fist, darling dear, as they betrayed at every turn. That cup of love, baby, it's what? And a cup that is out of their reach. Remember I told you that. And there's a pregnancy on the tableau that they're denying. Whomsoever's pregnant for them, they better get used to crying, yeah? Better get used to crying. And here you are, abundant, darling dear. Abundant, nurturing, loving, looking sexy, fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely to be, in fact, as you continue to nurture yourself, your progeny, if you have them. If you are pregnant at this moment in time for this skullduggerous person, drink of that cup of love, darling dear. Cut all ties to them and grateful that you're being gifted with a healthy child. Do you know how many people wish that they could have a healthy child? Do you know how much people spend all that money on in vitro and they still can't get a child? Be grateful that it's only a child they gave you and not one of those killer diseases, because they've been amongst the unwashed, darling dear. Are we nearly at the 60? Listen, this was so exciting and interesting. I'm so glad it's got nothing to do with you. Where are we going now? Let's go to the True Love's Oracle. Why not? We're here, aren't we? 120 in the chat. Please hit the thumbs up button, darling dears. Like, subscribe, and share. And hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I'm kicking my way through these tarot streets again. Look. Look. Every deck is telling you who you are. You are the what? The epitome of a divine feminine. When you chose you, darling dears, I feel like crying, but I'm not going to cry because I ain't got time to rub them bitches in. I've got things to be getting on with. What's that? Soaking it to him, darling dear, because you're being watched. And they're worried about whom you're going to be putting that, what, lotus on, darling dear. Let them worry about that. Let them worry about that. It's none of your business. Allow the T-Rex arms, yeah, with their trippy talker ways. Because you respected yourself. It was a hard, long journey, darling dear. And remember, it's about the journey and not the destination. The destination is dodo dead blood. Continue to move forward, darling dear. You are being divinely guided. Can't you see that? The solar plexus of it all, darling dear. Your willpower, your energy, and your strength. The solar plexus always comes with the what? Blessing of Archangel Michael. Call him at any time, darling dears. The solar plexus is also represented by Wednesday. Wednesday is significant for one of you divine feminines out here. Split the deck. Listen, the rainbow retriever means what? That fork-tongued liar, right? A liar, nail-bender, a full-on person that talks when a gosso. Look, you've got your flip-flops of common sense. You've paid your knees. Pay no attention, darling dear. They would love to get some sexual freedom with you because you come with healing energy. You better pay your knees. Don't ever want divine feminine. I'm threatening you, but I will deny it, just like Shaggy. They want what you got, darling dear. This is a lot, but I will take the one that fell on my hand again, the Lion Rainbow Retriever. You're about to experience serendipity, darling dear. You've already got the inner peace, and what you are seeking is seeking you. Remember, I told you that. Don't wait for that right partner to turn up. Be the right partner for yourself. Where's my deck of the wicked? We might as well, seeing as we're here. Oh, this one wanted to flash up. What's this? Jealous and bitter. Jealous and bitter. Well, you've learned the lesson of that, darling dear, and you ain't going back. Not for all the tea in China. No. That's a lot. I'll take the top. Look what's coming up. Judas, I told you. Regret is not remorse. They come with a blade for your back. Don't invite this heinous energy in. They've got pernicious ways, right? What did I say? They envy everything you've got going on. This is outrageous. Oh, and they got played, and they will continue to be played, shafted, tricked, and hoodwinked. What else? While we're here, didn't I say someone's trying to hold them in a situation? They don't want one of their co-workers to get them, and all of them know that they're still obsessively jealous with you, right? Your name is always on the tip of their tongue, blood. What's this? I look at your pictures every day. Protect yourself. Black obsidian crystals over your mirrors, right? I've got my evil eye bracelet. I've got my chalice wellspring water that I drove all the way to Glastonbury to pick up. Yeah. Protect yourself, darling dear. Don't allow them to manifest you back. If your mind is being perpetrated of memories of them, darling dear, it's them trying to what? Tug at your heart chakra and see if they can give you cognitive dissonance. Don't do it, my darling dear. Don't do it. Remember, it's the wicked trying to what? Jettison back into your life. You don't speak to them. You've not got the throat chakra for it. And you sure as she's naive, don't tussle with anyone. Over them, oh my God. What's this? They're waiting for you to fail and they're watching you win, right? Sorry I never supported you. Your dreams are big. Yes, they are. Too big for a bottom feeder, right? And what did I say? Mummy issues. Their mother made them into the knot that they are. The mother should be proud of them. Yes. Proud that you co-created what? The devil's strongest worker. Ecopraxic, right? They try to copy and bring everything, your energy, to another situation. But you can't take the light from a divine feminine. Think, ponder, examine the evidence, and what? Remember, where your focus goes, it will surely grow. Final deck. Kipper, where's ye old Kipper? Give it a good shufty. Excuse me, Marty, do play. Somebody's definitely choked up, choking on the words that they said about you. Look, they chose others over you, darling. Then look at you, divine feminine. Look at the jealous one at your back. Always at your back. Always jealous of what you've got going on. When you haven't even looked over your shoulder to see what's behind you, right? The past is behind you like a ponytail. And remember, what? Lot's wife, Salt Bay. Don't look back, darling dear. Leave them where they are. 21 world card. You ended that cycle. You've got a fresh start. Use the energy of the lunar eclipse in Taurus, darling dear, to get your values on point and keep it pumping fresh. And what? In their face. Because they're watching this new path you've created for yourself. It's on a what? A 3 and a 5 goes to an 8. That's a very lucky number. And today is what? The 8th. How many more decks do you need to see yourself, darling dear? Let them be stuck on you. Let them remember what you brought to the table, and let them remember and realize they can't get you back. Not in this life nor the next. Because you chose to change you, darling dear. This is why you're being afforded these blessings. Never you ever forget to put Father God, Mother Isis at the head of your table. Remember, Psalms 23:5. Your table is set. Psalms 23:6. And your head is anointed. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Divine Feminine. Brace yourself for the clown show. Big cat wave. Well, I felt like going, dab, dab, dab. Tinky winky. Dab. like it. Yes, baby. Keep it pumping as your Big Cat Chronicles continues.